Welcome back to I've been killing slimes for 300 years. Anime review, episode number 9. We are here reviewing the 15th episode of the series, known as We Went to Beelzebub's House. Now, for this episode, for some weird reason, I don't know why this was last week, where this episode was delayed. I do not know exactly what was the reason for this. It just was randomly delayed by a week, this one episode. And here's kind of what happens in this episode. So, we basically we spend a lot of time in Demon Realm. We love to see what Beelzebub's up to. We also see that, kind of forgot her name here. Excuse me. Azawa, where she gets like a cloaking spell because the fact that, well, she wants to see what Beelzebub's up to. Yes. Oh, this is interesting. So, they changed the voice actors to the goddess. Like, I thought she was similar, but no, they changed her goddess. They changed it for some weird reason. Season 1 was Veronica Taylor. This current season, it's Agatha Buff, which is interesting. Not really sure why. If I get a chance to see Veronica Taylor, I'm going to ask her about, like, why the heck would they... Well, because she's won double duty? It's possible. Yeah, we have thought Savina basically kind of know, as if basically following see how it works. Like, is she an actual minister? And she is. And at one point, we have lunches. Let's basically give it somebody else. And the guys, I was like, I give her the cloaking spell so they can eat. And then of course everybody ate in her office. And like, because she's noble, she has a mansion, and she gets it before they do, and They pretty much they goes, let's take a tour of the place, and of course they ring the bell to get her attention, and she's like the only person there. So she shows on the first floor, but does not go any further than that. There's a guardian sign, but it's actual forest. If you're a little later, it's forest. So, and then the twins proceed to. They're curious, second floor. Why is she not showing second floor? The reason? It's storage. Because she was given this lavish mansion as part of patronage when by the current Demon King, which is a woman, and she has no idea what to do with this house. She doesn't. She basically grew up they describe her as a commoner. Yes, it's like this beautiful woman as a commoner. Okay. So then the girls go outside. And then they basically, everybody look for them. And then, of course, there's this creature on the ground. It's actually Mondragon. And, of course, this event's in the very next episode. It's a very interesting episode for what it is. We're only 3 episodes into this 12-episode season. Yes. And I have to ask, basically, for Crunchyroll's sake, why was this episode delayed? Yeah, for some reason in the last couple years, shows I've watched, generally a lot of them, tend to have their dubs delayed by a week for apparently no reason. They're just delayed. Like, we expect basically, as people watch dubs, expect, the week afterwards, release. I've asked once about this, why wasn't something released? Delayed for a week. And do not know the reason for it. It was just like complete random. Like, it seems like almost every single anime I watch on a regular basis tend to do this for dubs. There's some basically where they air all of the episodes with no delays at all. Like Tales Wedding Rings, for example, or Remonster, or here's another one, Dr. Stone. Like, if the dubs are airing the same day, it's not really an issue. But since this one is one of those shows where it airs 2 weeks after airing in Japan, these ones basically have the issue of they're probably going to have one episode get delayed because of reasons. Is it because of holiday? I don't know. Do I think it's because they want to catch the sub in Japan? I don't think that's the case at all. It is just, it's something Crunchyroll does. Those of you can be asking this. When it comes to Funimation, when they had theirs, when I was on their streaming service, when I was subscribed to them, did they have this issue where they would delay an episode's release by 1 week for no reason? No, they never did. Because when I started on Funimation, I was just watching just One Piece and a few other series. Of course, I was also doing Crunchyroll and occasionally, now, of course, High Dive, obviously. But Funimation never had this issue. The only time they ever had an issue with delays in dub was actually during COVID. After that, they never, ever had a show get delayed. Everything, like, look, let's say something like My Hero, for example. From season 3 up until most recent season of the show, with the exception of season 5, I think it was, most seasons have generally released their dubs on time. Yes, all of them tend to be like a couple weeks behind from the Japanese sub. But this is one show that never received a delay. Those of you curious, was the most recent season of My Hero, did they receive a delay at some point? I don't think it did, per se. None that I can think of, no. Because at times they would also, when they, especially for light novel ones, they would do double releases to make up for it, to make sure the show was finished up on time. Make up for it. They do this basically, like they did with like they did Goblin Slayer once, believe it or not. Yes, they did Goblin Slayer where one episode got delayed, so like the following basically had to be double shot. But it's just delay in the dub, not a delay of the show itself. At least this year, so far, there's not technically been a delay yet, per se, with some shows. One show I'm hoping next week they actually release they have released new episode 4. They have, but no dub yet. My guess is, who knows when it can come out this week, or come out next week. I'll find out and see if it comes to our last week Rise in the World. Okay, so, yeah, basically I kind of describe this episode. That's kind of what happened. It's, like I said, it's an interesting episode. Oh, by the way, also, the two dragons basically made a contest of cleaning up the mansion. One cleaned up just 2 rooms. The other one basically, it's like almost about who's the fastest. Well, that's when they have to go outside, figure out what the twins are, and that's when they went to the Mondragon. Which should be interesting, basically, for next episode's title, which is all about that. Yeah, it's called basically, we were looking for a Mondraga. Yes. And apparently, the one airing in 2 weeks, provided I don't have a delay, Luca entered a martial arts tournament. That should be interesting. Yes. So, that is pretty much it for particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up, Black Butler. Okay, next video. Bye.